Welcome back to part 5 of the feedings and updates. I believe it is part 5. I hope to start this one out with a takedown. This is another tarantula that has not eaten in a couple of weeks and will probably be hungry. So what I'm going to do is throw a wax worm down right in front of its burrow, see if we can draw it out. And then I'm probably going to give it a cricket. The wax worm is just kind of a treat for some of those in my collection that I want to fatten up a little bit, this being one of them. This is my Brachypelma hamori juvenile. I have a Brachypelma hamori male that was sold as a Smith eye, but we won't get into that right now. And boy, guys, I'm telling you, I am just not batting 1,000 on the feeding videos out of this whole thing. This is just not how I envision this going. The prey just slithering away from the tarantula and it doing nothing about it. I'm going to change tactics, try a different feeder, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we put a cricket in there. Nice. That was quick. I was actually kind of looking away. I just caught the tail end of that, so I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch that on video. Look at those colors, guys. This one I bought probably a year ago from Fear Not Tarantulas as a package. It was a 1/2 inch, and it's 2 inches, 2.5 inches probably. So, although they are slow growing, they are some of the faster of the slower growing in my experience so far. But don't quote me on that as being fact for all of Brachypelma hamori. But that was a pretty cool takedown. I was hoping for a happy dance. But he's going to have to do it pretty soon because I'm not really good with the filler conversation while we're waiting for action. So, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get another tarantula. Let's keep feeding. Oh, wait. Oh, you teaser. There we go. That's what I was waiting on. Oh, come on. Yes. Look at those Halloween colors. This thing is quite common. I say thing, this beauty is quite common in the hobby, but it still, in my opinion, is a jewel in the hobby, especially amongst the New Worlds. And this one looks like it may be, nope, thought it was going to walk outside and do a happy dance for us. So we're going to end it about right there, and let's feed something else. So this one right here is basically just going to be an update. This one molted probably within the last week, but you can see there's bits of the molt right there. But I don't think that it's ready to be fed yet, so we're not going to see it. But I just wanted to point something out and go back to when I rehouse these guys. This is my Aphonopelma siemani, one of 2 that I have, and I rehoused them into these enclosures, and when I did, I piled all of this substrate up high on this side for them to have something to burrow, and I left it lower over here because I knew that they would start excavating as they are doing all the time. These little guys are little bulldozers. This one likes to close up its burrow, but I mess with it and open it back up, and it closes it back up. But as you can see, all that excavating has made it almost even, so I think that was a pretty good idea. And of course, you see there's no plants, no cork bark, nothing like that, because they don't need it, because they just hide down in there. So I'm not going to feed this one. Just wanted to kind of update you on it and show you its enclosure. It's got a little bit of a corner excavated that you can see in, but it's tricky sometimes. So that has been my update on one of my Aphonopelma siemani. Let's go find the other one. So this was my other Afana Pelmasimani until I touched this enclosure. It was actually out here hanging out. Again, as you can see, as it excavated, it's almost leveled up the dirt. You know, they're in spots. Again, a nice clean burrow right down through the substrate. And that's, in my experience with them so far, how they like it. When I had them in the smaller enclosures, both of them were more inquisitive, and they were my feeders that would just not disappoint. Every time I threw food in, they grabbed it. But since I rehoused them and they both molted, I guess they feel like they're too good for all that stuff now. So that being said, I'm going to put a mealworm down in here, and if it doesn't come out and get it, maybe it will eat it later on. Of course, the mealworm wants to go the wrong direction, so you just have to turn it around and point it in the right direction, and that usually works. There we go. We didn't see much, but we got a takedown. All right, so let's move on. That was Aphonopelma simoni number 2. So this next one is another one of my most beautiful tarantulas, and one that I haven't seen as much since I rehoused it as well. But it is out right now, surprisingly, and we're going to see if it's hungry. If I can find my tweezers. Pause. Now this tarantula is very popular in the hobby because they get quite big, and they're also known, as I've mentioned before, as the black lab of the tarantula species, because they are so docile and because they're just so shiny black and gorgeous. And this one is also hungry, and a nice little waxworm is a good little treat for it. I really wish my camera and my lights could convey what this spider actually looks like, guys, but this is a truly gorgeous species. New World from Brazil, common name the Brazilian black. And unfortunately, I found one at 1.5 inches. I got this guy, I believe, at about 1.5 inches, 7 or 8 months ago, maybe. It's pushing 3 inches now. So those people that feel your ear full of that, the Grammostola pulchra grows incredibly slowly. Well, they don't molt as frequently as some others, but they do put on some size with each molt. So it's another really awesome species. I can't wait until it becomes an adult, because this is probably going to be one of my ambassadors of my collection. One of those, oh, you're scared of spiders? Well, here, let me introduce you to this beauty. And they see how calm and lovely they are, and that they're not out to harm anyone. And then they start loving them like we do. And that's kind of, I'm trying to do my part in the hobby to break this stigma that snakes and spiders and scorpions and anything that can bite, sting, or kill is out to hurt you. And it's not the case unless you're a waxworm. So that was my Grammostola pulchra. Let me find something else to feed. Alright, so this next one is one of several of the Brachypelma genus that I have. This is my most recently acquired Brachypelma, I believe. This is my Brachypelma vagans, doesn't matter how you pronounce it. It's the Mexican red rump. It molted several days ago, and as you can see, it's starting to show those adult colors. Now let's see if it'll feed for us. Yes, very nice. Wow, that was pretty quick. Awesome. Man, I cannot wait for this one to get to be an adult as well, but I know what they look like, and they are absolutely stunning. Maybe it will give us a little bit of a happy dance. I'm just going to leave that set right there while I go get another drink, and I'll be right back. Nothing, huh? Oh well, that will conclude part 5. But we still got more coming, folks, so just keep watching. Just keep those snacks and those drinks going. Hope you enjoy it. Snuggle up with a nice blankie because we got some more stuff to do. Sorry this one wouldn't give us a happy dance. I hoped I could delay and talk long enough it would start to do that. Anytime now. But it doesn't look like it's going to, so I'm going to go ahead and do my outro again. And say, if you enjoyed this video, let me know with a thumbs up and a comment, a subscription, a share, and especially, guys, just for me, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great night. God bless.